She took her coworker's side over mine, and that's when I never thought a marriage could unravel in a single conversation, but that's exactly what happened. Her name is Melissa. We'd been married for 6 years, and I thought we were partners in every sense of the word. We shared a home, a life, responsibilities, and dreams. At least, that's what I believed. It started with small things. Late nights at work, unexplained phone calls, secretive messages I occasionally glimpsed. I asked her about them gently at first, hoping it was nothing, hoping I was imagining things. She smiled, reassured me, told me I was overthinking. I believed her. I wanted to. Then came the incident that changed everything. I had discovered that her coworker, a man she had known casually through the office, had been contacting her more than I thought appropriate. Friendly messages, lunch invitations, little flirtations that felt harmless on the surface but were clearly crossing lines. I approached her, carefully, calmly. I said, "Melissa, I think he's overstepping. These messages, the lunches, they feel inappropriate. I need you to understand how this affects me, our marriage." Her reaction shocked me. She didn't even pause. Instead of listening, understanding, or reassuring me, she snapped. "Why are you making this a big deal?" she yelled. "You're paranoid. I'm allowed to have friends. You don't control who I talk to." I tried again, quieter this time. "It's not about control. It's about respect. It's about boundaries. I just want to protect what we have." She laughed, not gently, not nervously, a bitter, dismissive laugh. "Protect what? You're overreacting. He's my friend. You need to relax. You're being ridiculous." I froze. And then she said the words I'll never forget. "I choose his side over yours. I don't care what you feel. He's right. You're being dramatic." I felt my stomach drop. My partner, my wife, the woman I had trusted completely, had just chosen someone else over me, over our marriage, over the vows we had made. For a moment, I couldn't speak. Everything I had believed, every shared memory, every laugh, every compromise, it all felt like a lie. And then I realized something terrifying. It wasn't just about him. It was about her willingness to dismiss my feelings, to prioritize someone else over the person she had vowed to love, honor, and respect. I stayed quiet, letting her words sink in. I could argue, I could yell, I could beg, but none of that would matter. She had made her choice. Her loyalty had already shifted, and I couldn't live in a marriage where my feelings, my concerns, and my heart were optional. That's when I acted, calmly, deliberately, not out of anger, but out of clarity. I started packing my things, clothes, essentials, memories I couldn't burn but didn't want to leave behind. I didn't make a scene. I didn't shout. I simply removed myself from the situation, from the house, from the marriage that no longer existed in spirit, even if it did in law. Her calls, texts, and pleas came later, but I didn't respond. Her tears, her explanations, her desperate attempts to justify herself, they all fell on ears that were no longer listening. I had realized something crucial. Betrayal isn't always about cheating. Sometimes it's about choosing someone else over the person who built your life with you, over the person who trusted you completely. I stayed with a friend that night, letting the silence and space give me clarity. By morning, I knew what I had to do. Separation, legal steps, emotional distance, and the most difficult part, letting go of the person I thought I knew. Weeks later, I reflected on that night often. The anger had dulled, replaced by a quiet understanding. Melissa's choice had nothing to do with me and everything to do with her priorities. I couldn't control her, and I couldn't let her betrayal define me. Sometimes the hardest decisions are the ones made quietly, without drama or spectacle. Walking away, reclaiming your dignity, and refusing to let betrayal dictate your life, that's strength, that's clarity, that's self-respect. Melissa chose someone else over me. I chose myself, and in the end, the choice I made was the only one that mattered.